Have you ever been super immersed in an anime? Everything is clicking, the animation is crisp, the voice acting is on point, the fights are exciting, and then fan service everywhere? It's a canon event as an anime watcher. One moment you're watching one of the best shonens you've ever seen, and the next you have a face full of cleavage. This is fan service. It is defined as material that is added to a piece of fiction for the sole purpose of pleasing the audience. When on the topic of fan service, there are two sides to it. One side loves it, and there can never be enough to sate their primal urges. If you agree with them, watch these. The other side argues that fan service is fine, but there is such a thing as too much. I agree with the latter. Ever since I aged past a prepubescent boy, fan service in some locations is just awkward and ruins the immersion of the show. One of the most popular cases of this is Atsushi Okubo's Fire Force, with one character in particular, Tamaki Kotatsu. For those who haven't seen Fire Force, you're asking why? What's wrong with her? Well, Tamaki has a canon quirk called Lucky Lecher Lure, which she calls out as a reason for her clumsiness. This causes the 17-year-old, by the way, 17-year-old, Tamaki to burn or have her clothes just fly straight off, along with other fan service scenes like her accidentally sitting on Shinra, the main character. This is not inherently bad, especially when used as a one-off, but it becomes old quick. In a show about characters using fire powers, clothes being burned is something to expect, but having that occur almost every time she's on screen becomes distracting in a hurry. Throughout the rest of the season, we get more instances of her quirk, with Shinra accidentally grabbing her skirt, accidentally kissing her accidentally sitting on Shinra's face. You get the picture. It's a lot. Though there is a valid argument against this. People say, well, it's only in a few minutes of the whole show, which is correct. A Reddit post from Darth Knox shows that her gag is only in 8 minutes out of the 48 episode show, meaning that her gag appears in less than 1% of the show's whole runtime. But that still takes away from her character. During the research for this video, I learned that her character is fleshed out later in the manga, and this quirk of hers does not appear in any other major fights. So is fan service detrimental to Fire Force's plot and overall enjoyment? In my opinion, yes. Without knowledge of future events, it makes Tamaki's character seem shallow with a cheap that gets old quick. So this introduced a question to me. Can fan service be done right? Introducing Prison School. Prison School follows 5 boys who enroll in an all-girls boarding school. You can see why this would have fan service. It plays on extremes and is an unserious comedic anime that uses its fan service well, because the characters are desperate boys in their pursuit of girls. Fan service works here because Prison School is such an unserious comedy, whereas Fire Force tries to be a serious shonen with a plot. There's good fan service and there's bad fan service, but if you learn anything, go watch both of these shows. Just ignore the 8 minutes of Tamaki's Lecher Lure in Fire Force and it will be a very enjoyable watch. For Prison School, it's one of the best school comedy animes ever, and I want an excuse to mention it, so go watch it. Thank you guys for watching. This has been ZJ Anime. Peace. Alright, so that's the end of the video. If anyone's watching this, thank you. This is my first video ever, and I hope it was enjoyable if you've watched it. And if you made it this far, subscribe. I plan to upload here and on another channel that I have. So just thank you again for watching. Peace.